What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up again? Welcome back to another stream, another live where we'll be talking about the playoffs. It's sad to say this, very sad to say this, but bye bye, Brooklyn Nets. Bye bye, KD. Bye bye, Kyrie. Bye bye, Ben Simmons. Bye bye, Brooklyn. Man, uh, I think a lot of us can say that we didn't see that coming. A lot of us can say that a lot of us had Brooklyn Nets going to not me, but had Brooklyn Nets going to the finals. Uh, I had Brooklyn Nets losing, but not to Boston. I had Brooklyn Nets losing to the Bucks, but they lost to Boston. They lost to the Boston Celtics, man. That's crazy. That's crazy when you think about it. Uh, yeah, man, KD gone. I'm sure a lot of us have our narrative or our stories or our opinions of how we feel about KD now. And like the title of this video says, it says, "Can Kevin Durant be a leader of a championship team?" I don't know. I do not know. Reason I don't know because it haven't been proven. It haven't been proven. So I don't know. Uh, I wasn't expecting him to be out the playoff this soon, and I definitely wasn't expecting him to get swept. Him and Kyrie. I definitely wasn't expecting that. I don't think nobody was expecting that. But them boys is gone. Them boys are gone, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So the Celtics will be going against, I believe, the Bucks, and that also will be uh, a great series. I still think the Bucks. I still got the Bucks coming out the East. Uh, it's not going to be easy. Celtics is the Celtics is there. We see you, Boston. We see you, Jason Tatum. Speaking of Jason Tatum, where do he go on your top 10 now? Is he a top 10 player of the league? Is he like what do we do with Jason Tatum? We just kicked out he just kicked out or swept like two people who you may consider top ten on your NBA list. So where do Tatum go now? I can't, even though he just swept Durant, I still can't put him over Durant. But is Tatum top 10? Ah, ah, ah. That's up for discussion. That's up for discussion. How do we feel about Kyrie? Is this Kyrie's fault? Is Kyrie to blame for not getting the vaccine and not being there with his team? Or I don't blame him for that, for not taking the vaccine. Taking the vaccine or the corona situation is way different than basketball. It's way different than basketball. I know that's the media agenda is to use that for the Brooklyn Nets failures, but I think it's a lot bigger than that. To me, it wasn't a team. It's like it's just proving like, okay, let's get this person and get this person and this team up together. No, it's or get this superstar and this superstar team up together. No, there got to be some chemistry. There got to be some. And you probably can say, well, they've been together for 2 years, and if Kyrie would have just got the vaccine and everything, no, you still had the Ben Simmons and James Harden situation. You still had all this stuff going on, and to be honest, I'm not that confident. I'm not that confident in Steve Nash's coaching. Uh, Defense was terrible. Offense was just ISO, and I mean, I said these things already. Y'all know what it is. But what I want to get into is what Charles Barkley said on TNT. I don't know if anybody saw that. Uh, what Charles Barkley said on TNT, but it was a eye opener. Uh, a eye opener, and I just want to get y'all opinion, man. Like, what y'all think? Like, so we gonna watch what Charles Barkley said, and we're gonna tune into it. And y'all give me y'all opinion, and I'm gonna give you mine. You may not like my opinion, you may not agree with my opinion, but hey, I'm gonna give you mine. Then let's see what Charles Barkley have to say about this, or about KD and Kyrie or whoever.
Him and Hero have got to do a much better job. But Jimmy, to me, the pressure's on Trey. At some point, you got to have a great game if you're a star, especially in a.
He had a great quarter, but now you're talking about a great game.
Oh, you have to have a great game.
It's all 4 quarters.
You got to listen. When you're a star, that's the responsibility that comes with it. You have to say, you have to win. I actually tell people this. When you're
Right
a
now,
star,
talking
you have
about
to win
Atlanta,
2 games in
but
a series.
So when you're averaging
transition
28
into
in the
KD and
regular
them.
season and your high in 3 games of the postseason is
And
25,
with this series,
But also,
Miami
it's
got
percentage,
this.
though.
Miami got
It's
this.
not just
But
not
it's gonna
about-
transition into KD and them.
when you're a star, your minutes should go
Here we
up,
go.
your points should go up, because number one, you're gonna play more minutes during the playoffs, or you should. But the main thing is you should never be tired. You're not playing back-to-back games. You're not getting on a plane at midnight to 1 in the morning and flying in trying to play. You get a good night's sleep every night. So your number should always go up during the playoffs.
but you're also playing a very good Miami defense.
Yeah, but listen, man, I don't even want to hear. I'm so sick of you guys making excuses for these dudes.
We're
Listen,
making excuses.
no, don't tell me. Well, then don't tell me you're a great player if they can slow you down. They thank you, Shaq. Tell them.
I'm with Chuck on
Come on,
this
man.
one.
Don't tell me you're a great player.
Check the
I
grease.
mean, all these guys can play, but please don't tell me you're a great player and you're averaging 20. Come on now. I don't think I ever played in the playoffs and averaged 20.
Here we go.
Is Kevin Durant a great player?
He is.
And he's been stifled by Boston.
I was going to go there.
And let me tell you something.
KD?
I don't want to badmouth the dude, but I see you guys always talk about that championship stuff. I try to tell y'all, all these bus riders, they don't mean nothing to me. If you ain't driving the bus, don't walk around and talk about you a champion. If you riding the bus, I don't want to hear it. Come on, Shaq, tell them. All these guys walk around with these championship rings. Hey, y'all bus riders. But let me tell you
2 in a
something.
row, Chuck.
When you the bus driver and you got all that pressure where you have to play well or you're going to get the blame, that's a different animal.
It's a different animal. But I think also guys
Guys,
are
what?
on the bus.
Yeah.
They're
Are
also
important.
giving directions.
Yeah. No,
Giving
stop.
directions.
No.
There are guys that are on that bus giving directions. They're not just sitting there.
Yeah, they just on the bus.
No,
because let me tell you something.
No,
The Clippers, because let me tell you.
There's guys, okay, Kevin Durant's not on the bus. He's just not on the bus.
Yeah, no. But
Never on the bus.
what has happened when he was driving the bus?
So he's never just.
No, what was happening when he was driving the bus?
What
lost
happened
in
when
a
he
fight.
drove the bus?
Yeah, okay, he did. And then when he was in Oklahoma City again.
But he was driving. You don't think
Yeah.
he was the bus driver in Golden State?
No, I do
You don't
not.
think he was the best player on that team?
No, I do not.
Wow. I do.
Well, you can say that, but he
I thought he was the best player.
you don't join no 73-win team and talking about you.
But he was the best player.
No, he got MVP. He wasn't the best player. Iguodala wasn't the best player. He got MVP. Stop
All right, well, that's something I didn't know.
On today's episode of Stop That.
I'll tell you that.
What do you say? You don't think KD was the bus driver on the Golden State Warriors? Let me put it this way. Man, I don't even know what to say. How can he be the bus driver when that team was already winning? Yes, they lost a final. Matter of fact, not only always already winning, that team beat them. Beat him. That team beat him. Did they not? That team beat him, and he came to join that team. I think I'm kind of okay. Let me say this. Cause I don't want to make it seem like I'm down in my boy KD. I like KD. You know, KD that monster. KD that he that guy. He that guy. But when it comes to his leadership, the question is he a leader on the court? Is he the leader? Yes, he might have all the talents. Yes, he can shoot. He can score from anywhere. He can dribble. He can drive on you. He can dunk on you. He can shoot from anywhere on the court. He seems like he's unstoppable. He can play made at times. He can. It's barely any weakness in the man's game. It's barely any weakness in the man's game. But it's leadership. If you take KD off of Golden State, Golden State still have a ring. Matter of fact, they in the playoff right now, looking like they on their way to another ring without KD. But if you take Warriors away from KD, who's to say? Because we haven't seen it. So who's to say that KD will have a ring? It's the reason why Charles Barkley brought up Westbrook and the Oklahoma City. Yes, they got there, but he still didn't accomplish the goal. He didn't accomplish anything. Yet, now that he's not on the Warriors again, he's not with the Warriors. He have yet accomplished anything. Again, I'm not here to down KD. KD my dog, but Shaq and Charles Barkley, because Shaq was kind of agreeing with him, kind of giving him his amen, but Charles Barkley kind of got a point. When we use this term best player, what do we mean by best player? Is the best player always the leader? Is the best player always the leader? Because when you say best player, you might say he has the most skill. He's the most skillful person on the team, or he probably can score multiple ways, or let's KD is much taller. Yes, he can score on all three levels, but Curry is shorter, but he can also score on all three on everywhere of the court. But also, he has proven he can lead a team not only to the best record that ever existed in the NBA, but also to a championship. And that always came up. Like I had a hard time picking between KD and Curry. Like who's the best between them two? Yes, KD can do this. Yes, KD can do that. And he's 7 foot, dribbling like a shooting guard or point guard, bringing up. Yes, but when it comes down to it, when I'm trying to get a chip, when I'm trying to get that ring on my, when I'm trying to get that gold, I don't know, man. That's hard. That is hard. That is hard. We're gonna play it back. Let's play it back for you guys, man. Cause I don't think y'all understand, bro, what Charles is saying. Charles coming from experience, meaning he coming from, imagine this, let's say this, imagine this. Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan, right? Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan, right? Michael Jordan, it's because of Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is the reason Charles Barkley couldn't get a ring. Michael Jordan went 72-10. Okay, you probably can say yes. It's clear. It was clear that Michael Jordan was the best player in the NBA. But what if Charles Barkley joined that team, and I don't know how, but let's say he somehow got all the rebounds because he can out rebound Michael Jordan, right? He gets the rebounds. He can also Charles Barkley can bring the ball up the floor, right? He can also, he got weapons around him. Meaning, I got Scottie Pippen next to me on my left, and I got Michael Jordan on my right. That's assist all day, right? The defense is clinging to Mike. The defense is clinging. Reason why KD was wide open and go down the lane and could get that dunk or have so many opportunities because honestly say that the defense was focused on him or was the defense focused on Curry because of the room that he could. Bro, I think we even said it ourselves when we was watching the finals how everybody paid attention to either Curry and KD and they just left. Curry on Clay and just let KD just drove down the lane to dunk the ball. Y'all remember that play? Curry do calls, especially with Clay on the floor. Last year, Curry was by himself. The scoring champ was by himself with Draymond, of course, and Poole was just now coming to existence. But last year it was by himself. It was 14. It was 4 players guarding him. I never seen a opponent where they have the whole team guarding one person. Not from just half of the court, but from full court. Meaning the whole team, even with Memphis, or you can look up the Phoenix Suns, where they had the whole team coming to Steph Curry, where Steph Curry had to give up the ball to Draymond Green, and Draymond Green to throw up a wild shot at the end of the game. How many times you had that happen last year? I don't see that happening to any other player but Stephen Curry. Am I saying Stephen Curry the best? Right now, if you ask me, the best in the league right now because he's on the throne, the best player in the league right now is Giannis. If you ask me, that's why I can't wait to see that Boston versus Bucks. I want to see, okay, y'all did that to KD. What y'all gonna do to Giannis? What y'all gonna do to Giannis? I have to admit, if the Bucks get past if Boston get past Giannis and them, shoot, Warriors, because they can. I believe that they can defend. They can defend us in every. They can play small ball. They can. They pretty long. They pretty long. Let's listen to this again, man. Let's listen to this Charles Barkley again.
Your minutes should go up, your points should go up, because number one, you're gonna play more minutes during the playoffs, or you should. But the main thing is you should never be tired. You're not playing back-to-back games. You're not getting on a plane at midnight to 1 in the morning and flying in trying to play. You get a good night's sleep every night. So your number should always go up during the playoffs.
But you're also playing a very good Miami defense.
Yeah, but listen, man, I don't even want to hear. I'm so sick of you guys making excuses for these dudes.
Making excuses.
No,
Y'all making excuses.
Don't tell me you're a great player if they can slow you down. Thank you, Chuck. Tell them.
I'm with Chuck on
Come on,
this,
man. Don't tell me you're a great player. I mean, all these guys can play, but please don't tell me you're a great player and you're averaging 20. Come on now. I don't think I ever played in the playoffs and averaged 20.
Here we go.
Is Kevin Durant a great player?
He is.
And he's been stifled by Boston.
And
I was going to go there.
And let me tell you.
And Kevin Durant, is he not top 75? I believe he's on that 75 list. He's top 75, Broccoli. I think they got him over you.
Something. I don't want to badmouth the dude, but I see you guys always talk about that championship stuff. I try to tell y'all, all these bus riders, they don't mean nothing.
Understand this. That Charles Barkley is speaking from experience. He's speaking from him being on Phoenix and could have get it done because there was a greater player. And when you are that player as KD is experiencing right now, when you are the bus driver. When you are driving the bus, and everybody's on you, depending on you. All that blame and all the pointing fingers get pointed at you. Westbrook, I mean not Westbrook. Westbrook kind of go, but LeBron, Curry, all of them, all that blame is on you. Of why your team didn't win, or why your team didn't accomplish the ship, or didn't finish the drive. All that blame is on you. So Charles Barkley right here is speaking from experience. Look, I was that guy and MVP and anything you can name of. I was that guy on the ship where everybody was depending on me to take them to the promised land. Take it to the promised land. And I came against somebody that was better and stopped me from accomplishing that. But when you're that guy, that's what Charles Barkley is speaking from his experience. And Shaq understands that because he's also been that guy. That's why he's like, look, I'm agreeing with Charles Barkley here.
To me, if you ain't driving the bus, don't walk around and talk about you a champion.
That's what you mean by
if
driving the bus.
I don't want to hear it.
And he only saying this because he did not win the championship, guys. Charles Barkley didn't win the championship. So he know what being that guy means. Meaning I got my team there and I lost just like you, KD. I lost just like you, KD. But I lost. Charles Barkley even tried to do the same thing that KD did. I think he joined, who was that? Akeem and Scotty. When Michael Jordan was done, they joined. And he still couldn't get the ring. Still couldn't accomplish the goal. Let's continue.
Come on, Shaq, tell them. All these guys walk around with these championship rings. Hey, y'all bus riders. Well, let me tell you something.
2 in a row, Chuck.
When you the bus driver and you got all that pressure when you have to play well or you're going to get the blame, that's a different animal.
See, you're going to get the blame. Charles Barkley, when he was with the Phoenix, he had a chance to, I guess, I can't remember the score, but I guess he had the chance like tie it up or score or whatever. But instead of doing that, he passed the ball. And the dude missed. I forget the dude's name. No offense, but it was some white boy. I can't remember his name. But he missed the shot. And Charles Barkley regret that. Charles Barkley regret that and wish he would have just took it himself. But Charles Barkley was everybody. Hey, y'all sleep on Charles Barkley. Well, y'all sleep on Charles Barkley on how good he was back then. Charles Barkley was that dude. He just couldn't get it done. You gotta understand. It's like I hate the debate between Michael Jordan and LeBron, because it doesn't make sense. This is a man who dominated the league, meaning nobody else could win because of this dude. Only way that Hakeem and that Houston won. Only way that Kenny got his ring because Michael Jordan was no longer in the league. But who's to say that if Houston and Chicago would have met, Chicago would have won? We don't know. But still, when Michael Jordan was in the league, though. When Michael Jordan was playing, once he finally got that chip, nobody else was winning after that. 2 3-peats. 2. LeBron haven't did that once. I'm not trying to bring up the GOAT debate. I'm just saying, bro. When you're that guy, when you're that guy, and all he's saying is KD that guy. All he's saying is KD that guy. Can he do it? Can he do it? You going on to Curry team, and that's not you driving the bus. That's Charles Barkley saying that's not you driving the bus. That's you going to somebody who's driven the bus. That's look. That's why it was so important that LeBron went back to Cleveland, right? Because he understood. I went to somebody else's squad and learned how to do it. But it was more important to LeBron to go back where he came from to win it. Look, another example. It was so important that Kobe won a ring without Shaq. It was so important that Kobe won a ring without Shaq. Why? Because he didn't want to consider himself, he didn't want to be looked at as not Batman, but Robin. No, I want to be Batman like everybody else. He didn't want to look at as Robin. Oh, I can't win a chip without. And that's the same thing that KD is going through right now. I can't win a chip without Shaq, so it was so important that Kobe win without Shaq. It's the same thing that's going on. It's the same thing that's going on with KD. Can KD win without Curry or the Warriors? It's the same reason why Charles Barkley teamed up with Hakeem and Scotty. It's the same reason why LeBron teamed up with Dwayne Wade, right? And it was so important for him to leave that organization and go back to Cleveland. Not only go back to Cleveland, he also went in what? In Lakers, right? Because LeBron has proven, okay, he can win. That's why that Cleveland series was so important. That's why he was crying. He didn't cry. He didn't cry when he won with Miami. He cried when he won with Cleveland, right? Because I've proven I'm that guy now. I'm that guy now. The franchise was on me. The franchise wasn't on him in Miami. That was him learning. That was him learning from somebody who had already accomplished it. So this is what Charles Barkley's saying right here. When he went to the Golden State Warriors, he was learning from somebody who accomplished it already.
A different animal, but I think also guys are on the bus.
Yeah.
Look. Kenny in his feelings because he never been that guy. Kenny is a bus rider. No offense to Kenny, but Kenny is a bus rider. Hakeem was the man on Houston Rockets. They gave him them 2 rings. Kenny is a bus rider. No offense to Kenny. Kenny, no offense to you, guy. No offense to you, guy, but you never been in Charles Barkley and Shaq's shoes before. You never been that guy. So look what Kenny says.
They're
Are
also
important.
giving directions.
Yeah. No,
giving
stop.
directions.
No.
There are guys.
Look, Charles Barkley said, no, stop.
They're
Are
also
important.
giving
Let me
directions.
go back.
It's a
They
different
important.
animal.
It's a different animal.
It's a
but
different
I
animal.
think also guys.
To play well, are you gonna get the blame? That's a different animal.
It's a different animal, but I think also guys are on the bus.
Yeah.
They're
Are
also
important.
giving directions.
Yeah.
Look, Kenny's like, look, I'm important too. Yeah, you're important, but you're not that guy. You're not that guy. You know you're not that guy.
Giving
stop.
directions.
No.
There are guys that are on that bus giving directions. They're not just sitting there.
Yeah, they just on the bus. Because let me tell you something. The Clippers. Because let me tell you.
There's guys. Okay, Kevin Durant's not on the bus.
So he bring back Kevin Durant again. Why? Because Kevin Durant was on the bus with what? The Warriors. He said Kevin Durant not on the bus.
Not on the bus.
Yeah, no. But what has happened when he was driving the bus?
Well, he's never just.
So he bring up when he had his own team, when he was the man. What happened when he was driving the bus? When KD was the man. It ended up the same way what? Charles Barkley did. He had Westbrook and he couldn't win. And understand this, y'all. KD played with what? All the top point guards so far. He played with Curry. He played with Kyrie. He played with Westbrook. Only person he hasn't played with is Dame, but only person so far he won with is who? Curry.
No,
he even played with James Harden. It's almost coming to the same subject. You have to talk about LeBron. Like how many superstars or how many stars do you need? Well, you want to bring over Curry. Well, Curry played with it. Clay was drafted, and Clay was drafted to the Warriors and groomed and grew and developed on the Warriors. Same for Draymond Green. They grew into them players around Steph Curry's system, the system that's built for him, built around him, and they grew up in this system. That's why everybody, as you can see, everybody want to play with Curry, even your boy LeBron. Why? Because it's easy. Because why? All the attention is drawn to. If when I debate with people and argue with people about, it's the coaching. It's the coaching. No, it's not the coaching. It's the system works around Curry of what he can do. The system works around Curry and what he can do. That's how he changed the league, right? Everybody shooting 3-pointers now. Everybody shooting from half court. Everybody trying to play like the Warriors. Who game is that? That's not Steve Kerr game. Steve Kerr wasn't shooting from half court and spreading the offense, spreading the defense like that. Oh, that's Steve Kerr and his system. Yes, the system got a little play in it, but the system is built around that guy, that star player. And that's why I think the Nets have a problem in. It's all ISO. ISO this, ISO that, ISO this, ISO that. No, where's the pick and pop and the pick and roll and I can beat my defender. That's one thing special about KD. He don't have to. He can also play off ball, which LeBron can't play off ball. He haven't proved that yet that he can play off ball. But anyway, I don't want the LeBron haters to come get me. I don't want the LeBron haters to come get me. It's not about LeBron. It's about KD. The only reason I'm losing for LeBron because the question is KD, Kevin Durant, is he a leader? Can he lead a team to a chip? Same thing goes for Curry. That's why he's in that category. You talk about the top 5 players in the league, or the top 5 players of the league. Who is it? Well, you got Giannis, you got Curry, you got KD, you got Kawhi, you got LeBron. Those are top 5, right? But what KD haven't proven out of all those 5 people, can he lead a team by himself? Kawhi did it. LeBron did it. Curry did it. Giannis did it. Only person who haven't accomplished yet is who? So that's the question. That's the question about KD. A phenomenal player. Don't get it twisted. A phenomenal player. Great player. Awesome. Boy is a monster. But can he lead? Can he put his own image on a team? Can he put his own image on a team? His own imprint on a team. Because we know who the Golden State Warriors belong to. They belong to Curry. We know who Cleveland belong to. What statue gonna be in front of Cleveland? LeBron James. We know why Toronto won. I'm not gonna get into that. Injuries. Anyway, we know why Toronto won without take Kawhi off of Toronto. Hey, Kawhi was the man in Toronto. He should have stayed. We know who the man is. We know who the man up in Milwaukee is. No question about it. We know who the man in Milwaukee is. That Greek freak, that monster, that beast. We know who that is. KD. Where you at? You can't claim Golden State yours. In Oklahoma, you ain't win nothing in Oklahoma. Yes, you broken a lot of records and you had some great games in Oklahoma, but okay, now we in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? That's what they talking about right here. Let me rewind it because probably forget it. I'm almost out. I'm done talking, y'all. Let's listen.
On the bus.
Yeah.
They're also giving directions.
Yeah,
giving directions.
No.
There are guys that are on that bus giving directions. They're not just sitting there.
Yeah, they just on the bus. Because let me tell you something. The Clippers. Because let me tell you.
There's guys. Okay, Kevin Durant's not on the bus. He's just not on the bus.
Yeah, no, but what has happened when he was driving the bus?
Well, he's never just.
No, what was happening when he was driving the bus?
He lost in the finals.
Yeah, okay, he did. And then when he was in Oklahoma City again.
But he was driving. You don't think he was the bus driver in Golden State?
No, I do not.
No, Kenny.
On that team?
He was not.
No, I do not.
Wow.
He was not driving that bus.
Well, you can say that, but
I thought he was the best player.
You don't join no 73-win team and talking about you.
But he was the best player.
No, he got MVP. He wasn't the best player. Iguodala wasn't the best player. He got MVP. Stop.
Talk your ish, Chuck. Talk your ish, Chuck. Talk your ish, Chuck. It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Talk your ish, Chuck. He won Finals MVP, but no, he wasn't the best player. Iguodala won Finals MVP. Was he the best player? Come on, man. I said y'all, man, give my boy Curry some respect, bro. The lead, all of y'all don't want to give this man no respect, and it's crazy how much he get the hate because he's not big like Giannis. He's not big like LeBron. He's not 6'8", 6'10". He's not 7 foot like Durant. He's not 6'8" and long fingers or 6'7" with long fingers like Kawhi. This is the smallest player in the. This is a 6'3" small player in the league, a point guard leading his team and held up to the same standards as 6'8" and 6'10" and 7'10" and wing players, tall dudes, big dudes. This dude 6'3", barely 6'3". Come on, pound for pound. Come on, that's crazy. Is that not crazy?
Stop that.
All right. Well,
Stop
that's
that.
something I didn't know.
On today's episode of Stop That.
Stop that.
I'll tell you
That's the
that.
first time.
Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. What y'all got to say, man? You hear my opinion. You hear what I got to say. You hear what Charles saying. You hear Shaq in the background saying, amen. What y'all got to say? What y'all think, man? Let me hear y'all opinion. Please like, share, and subscribe, man. Talk to me. I want to hear y'all opinion, man. Follow the channel. Leave a comment. Let me know, man. This is Stay Off Basketball. The best time of the year. Let's get it. Till next time, man. I'm out. Peace.